Good day, viewers. You are welcome. This is not a game of puzzles because in my previous video, someone was asking that is this a game or in mathematics? Though the question is not like this, but somehow related. So this is not actually a game. This is a functional equations that requires thinking very deep before getting the answers. We're interested to get f of x, but this is f of x plus y divided by f of x, f of y equals x plus y divided by xy. We don't know x, we don't know y, we don't know where both of them pass, and we don't know if both of them are equal or they are at the origin. So what we just do is we're going to keep thinking of, okay, what if x equals to 0? What if x is negative? What if x equals to this and that? But the first thing we are going to do here is we have to recognize a patterns. We need f of x. If I cross multiply, at this point we have f of x plus y equals, this gives us x plus y over xy, then multiply by f of x, then f of y. After getting this, we proceed by this is f of x plus y, this is x plus y. If I multiply 2 by 1 over x plus y, this cancels here, and we have this as f of x plus y over x plus y. This equals f of x, f of y divided by xy. Our aim is to get f of x. At this point, let's say I assume that x equals to y. For instance, if x equals to y, we have this first one as f of 2x, going with x that we need, divided by 2x, everything equals f of x all squared divided by x squared. And we have f of 2x here, which equals, if x cancels 1x, we have just only x. We cross multiply with 2. The result of this gives us f of x all squared divided by x. But does this make any sense? No, because we need f of x. If we try to solve this further, we might not get the answers. Okay, but there will still be a way if you try to apply the trigonometry method of solving it. I think it should work. So since we cannot get anything from here, we have to proceed to the next thing, as if you consider from the first equation as well, where we have where we let f of x plus y divided by x plus y equals f of x, f of y divided by xy. This way I'm going to start. It means letting x equals to y does not give us the result. But from here now, we can get something. This is f of x over x. This is f of y over y. If I borrow another functions, let's say g of x. If g of x equals f of x divided by x, it means g of y will be equals f of y over y. Definitely g of x plus y will be equals to f of x plus y over x plus y. And if we try to introduce that in this, we are going to get a Cauchy equations. So let's see how we can proceed further. So therefore, what we have there is, after the substitutions of g of x equals f of x over x, we later get g of x plus y equals g of x, g of y. This is Cauchy, but we have to rigorously solve this Cauchy equations. And to solve it, suppose I let x equals to y equals to 0, then we are going to have g of 0 equals to g of 0 all squared. I need to know g of zeros. From here, what we got is we have g of 0 either equals to 0 or we have g of 0 equals to 1. Can we get anything from these two? Let's try and verify. So to verify this, suppose we have g of 0 equals to 0, and considering the first the equation of Cauchy, if g of 0 equals to 0, then we are going to set y here equals to 0. If y equals to 0, definitely we are going to have okay, let me just write this properly. Let y equals to 0 for this g of 0 equals to 0. So what we get here is we have g of x equals to g of x multiplied by g of 0. But for g of x equals to 0, definitely we are going to have g of x here equals to 0. If g of x equals to 0, then we are going to have f of x equals to 0. This does not make any sense. Okay, this is trivial. And also, if g of 0 equals to 1, okay, let's say g of 0 equals to 1, what we get here is g of x equals to x. This does not make any sense. It does not give any results. So the only thing we can do is, let's try to find g at a rational, that is when it's in form of fractions. So what we get is, let's say I set x equals to y or y equals to x. Then we are going to have g of 2x equals g of x all raised to the power of 2 in a Cauchy. And since this is what we have, again, if I set x to be equals to let's say I set both x and y to be equals to x over 2, what we get is we have g of x equals to g of x over 2, then all raised to the power of 2, where this one is greater than or equals to 0 for all n is a member of an integer. Then by inductions, if we keep trying this, we are going to get g of nx equals to g of x raised to the power of n. That is, when we do this by induction, we get this in general form. And suppose I let x equals to 1, and if g of 1 here equals to exponential c, let's say a constant, since g is greater than or equals to 0, we are going to have g of n equals exponential of cn. So for all n is a member of natural number. And getting this, we cannot conclude the result yet. You can still test from some conditions if they work. And let's test for a negative integer. If I let y to be equals minus x, for instance, go back to the Cauchy, we are going to have g of x minus x equals g of x, g of minus x. If this is g of 0 equals g of x, g of minus x. And considering g of 0 to be equals to 1, for the first one, we are going to have g of minus x equals to 1 divided by g of x. With the first solution we get, we then have g of negative n equals to e raised to power minus cn. Okay, so this proves the first one. Therefore, we can make it in the general form, or even if we test for it in the fractional form as well, we're still going to get the result. So we cannot conclude that the value here for g of x equals to exponential cx. But this is not the solution. What we need is f of x. If you recall from where we let g of x equals to f of x divided by x. Making f of x the subject, we have f of x equals to x multiplied by g of x. But g of x here is exponential cx. We then have f of x equals x exponential of cx. This is the result to this problem. Thanks for watching. How do you solve it? Do we get the same answer or not? Let's hear it in the comment box. See you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.